Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today, Friday, November 1st, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We're excited for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Berthelman. You can get that at intuitiveintention.com. He sells on the TikTok shop too, and sometimes they're on sale. I was actually thinking about when I hit 700 subscribers of getting a deck and kind of like, not raffling it off, but like doing a giveaway. I was thinking about it. It probably is my absolute most favorite deck. This and the Crow probably duke it out on a daily basis for me. I'm just going to be honest. I think when you have decks that resonate with you, your reads are more accurate. Like you have better reads because you're more in tune with the card. So if you get more feeling off of a card, more vision off of a card, because you like the cards, I mean, it makes sense. Whew. We got 3 on the table. Oh, okay. We got a lot of negativity on this table right now. We got 6 cards, 1 major, and that major is in reverse. 7 cards. 8 cards. 9 cards. Okay, here's some positivity. Okay, so I'm going to do one more shuffle. We got 9 cards, 2 major. One of those majors is in reverse. $11, $12. Oh, sorry, $10, $11. Holy shit. Okay. Okie doke. Let's go there then. Sure. Okay. And I just realized I was going to do the iPad from the other angle today so you guys could just look at the cards, and I completely forgot. Okay. We got 12 cards with bottom of the deck. Top of the deck, King of Wands, 4 of Wands, King of Pentacles, the High Priest, the Star, the 4 of Swords, 8 of Cups. It's all 10 of Pentacles, Temperance, all at the top of the deck. Like that's 9 cards of positivity right there. And bottom of the deck is actually not that bad either. Strength, 8 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, I should say. Strength, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, 9 of Cups, the Emperor, Queen of Cups. Not bad. All right, we're going to set that aside. All right. 12 cards. We got the 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, And we got death in reverse. We got 3 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Empress, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Devil, bottom of the deck. This was out the other day. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. I know the Empress is out here. I mean, Queen of Swords. I mean, it doesn't matter. Take how it resonates for you. So, I'm just going to be honest. I just did the collective and it's posting right now. It's uploading. And it was very much an affirmations and not very much like a story type read, right? A situation type read. No, it was more of like an affirmations. And I feel like this is the same. Because when I'm looking at the 3 of Cups, I'm getting like you came out of a situation that should have been like friendly, jovial. You should have been having like a really good time. You came out of this situation, but you came out of this situation broken, maybe heartbroken. I heard stabbed in the back. Like what was once beautiful for you is now just dark memories. With the 4 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords, you very much felt stagnant, stuck. With the 9 of Swords, I just heard mental death. Maybe you came out of a situation that rewired your whole thinking, your whole perception on bonds and friendship and family and trust. With the 10 of Swords, you probably felt very let down, disregarded, disrespected. You carried the weight of someone else's burdens for a very long time. I'm just going to say this with the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like whoever you are, you had to save yourself from whatever this situation was, but you also had to save yourself from yourself. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I know it's going to sound funny, but I almost see like to me, this is the same person, but this is like your future self reaching down and helping your present self. Like, hey, what are you doing? You got to get out of there. You can't be there. You can't stay there. You're never going to grow there. You're never going to change there. You're never going to heal there. We need to get you out of there. I tell you guys all the time. I post about it on my blog. I posted about it when I did my little documentary about myself on my second YouTube channel. I say it all the time. On September 16th, God saved my life. Because I was literally down on my knees in front of my best friend of 30 years who was being highly abusive. Not had she had been abusive to me sexually, but mentally, verbally, emotionally. And I looked up into that face, and God was like telling me, you got to get the fuck out of there. Maybe it was my angels, maybe it was my dearly departed loved ones. But I knew I had to get the fuck out of there. And I knew once I got the fuck out of there, I was not going fucking back. And to me, like, this isn't, to me, like, for, like, in my situation, like, when I look at this, like, I see myself, my future self, but I see God there, I see the angels there, I see the ancestors there, and they're all guiding me, and they always were. They were all there that day. They all got me the hell out of there. When I tell you I looked up into the face of evil and my whole head was buzzing, my spine was tingling, and I literally, like, get the fuck out. Like, get the fuck out. And it was like either someone screaming to me, like, or me, my future self screaming to me, like, get the fuck out. Because sometimes there are just some places you do not belong. And I did not belong there. Whatever evil she was taking part of, putting off, that was not for me. I was not supposed to be there. I mean, I was, because it was a test, right? In a way, it was a test for me to get my shit together and get the hell out of there. It was a test for her to not behave that way. She did not pass. I'm pretty sure she probably hasn't passed any of the tests that she's had since. I'd be very shocked if she has. Not that any of that is my concern. But I passed that test. I got the fuck up and out of there. And I didn't go back. Fear of change. What do you, why do we fear change? Explain to me why we fear change. In my mind, good change is good change and bad change is good change. Because even when the bad things happen, you know, after the bad thing, something good is going to come from it. That's just my opinion. You can believe what you want to believe. But I have known many people throughout my life, friends, family members, that do not like change. Like, they literally do not like change. Like, they will hold on to everything from the past that they possibly can until the last fucking moment. When they're like, oh shit, I guess I gotta change. Well, you could have done that 15 years ago. Like, and I'm serious. Like, some people will literally, like, oh, I'm not changing. I'm not doing that. Honey. I would rather change all day, every day, shed a new skin, create a new life for myself, than fear it. Because what is fear? It's an unnecessary emotion. Anything is going to happen whether you want it to or not. If fearing something is, it's wasted energy. because what's going to happen is going to happen. I've told you guys before, like, I believe in fate and I believe in destiny. I don't believe in chance. I don't, I just don't. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen to you. To fear or to be, I mean, yeah, you can be upset, but to some extent, like, you can't hold on to that shit. You just can't. That's no way to live. It's kind of funny because I'm reading this card, and it made me think of when I was raped at the beginning of 2023, in January of 2023, by this guy I met online. OK Cupid, I think. And I went to his house and he raped me. Would he look at it from a different perspective? I'm sure he would, but I didn't go there with the intention to sleep with him. That was never even my thought. But it's funny because I don't think about it often, but when I think about it, I think about how, and I've talked about this with you guys before, I think about how, like, when it was happening, like, there was, like, what was there for me to fear? Like, it was happening. I wasn't going to stop it. I wasn't going to fight it because I wasn't going to end up skeletons and bones in someone's closet, Like, I let it happen. And the whole time I was very rational and contemplative about it. And people would say, like, oh, you probably had an out of body experience. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. I was very much in the body. But when you don't fear things like that, when you look at it from the other side, it's almost like, okay, well, this is happening. When it's done, I'm going to move on from this. Like, I'm going to handle myself. I'm going to move on from this. And there really was, the only time I actually felt fear when I was there with him, I was in his home, was I thought he wasn't going to let me leave. And I'm not lying. I sat with him and watched this movie with him and went out to his garage with him so he could have a cigarette. Twice I went out into the garage with him and we finished the movie. And I was like, oh, okay, like, I gotta go because I gotta be at work early in the morning. And it was like he didn't want me to go. But I was like, oh, okay. Like, I got up, I started gathering my stuff, I put my shoes on, and I got the fuck out of there. Like, I didn't really leave him a choice. I didn't really leave him room to say anything. Because at that point, like I felt that millisecond of fear, like, he's not going to let me fucking leave. And then I thought, the fuck he's not. The fuck he's not. Like, I may not have fought him in the bedroom, but if you're not going to let me walk out that door, I'm going to fucking fight like a wildcat. To the point where I would probably have a problem with the police and a jury. Because there's no way in hell. I gave you what you wanted. I let you have that because that means nothing to me at this point. Not with him. But I'm not giving you my life. The fuck I am. The only way this girl is going to die is if I give my life to save someone else or natural causes. And that is all. That is absolutely all. But yeah, when I look at that card for this reading, that's what I was thinking of. January 2023. Yeah, to me, like, fear is, it's so useless. It's such a useless emotion because you can't control anything anyway. And like I said, everything, in my opinion, is fated and destined to happen the way it happens. So if I can't control it and it's going to happen either way, then what is there to fear? I don't know. That's just my opinion. The funny thing is whoever you are, like, if you have this fear of change with the death in reverse, you wouldn't know it by looking at the rest of these cards. The Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Empress, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords. You're someone very much in your element. And I think when you came out of whatever this situation was that bamboozled the fuck out of you, I think you were already this person, this Empress, this Queen of Swords. Again, Page of Cups. This could be feminine, masculine. It doesn't matter. You were already in this energy. And when you came out of this situation, whatever this situation was for you, it just enhanced everything that much further. So even if you didn't know you were these elements, you were. Someone very creative. Someone that could move mountains. I think whatever this situation was that broke you, that left you heartbroken, I think you feared yourself without this situation, or maybe people, if there were other people involved. But you feared yourself, feared life without this situation, without these people. And I think after a hot minute you realized, what the fuck is there to fear? Like, you lose a friend, you lose a family member, it's natural, it happens. Whether from passing or you let them go. It doesn't matter. It happens. In life, we lose things. I remember being a kid and I had these 2 bookmarks that I bought from the old B. Dalton bookstore. It was either the one in was it Racine Mall, I think, in Wisconsin, or I would have gotten it at the B. Dalton in Vernon Hills, Illinois. One of the two. Because my aunt used to live in Pleasant Prairie. Sometimes we would go to Racine Mall. And I bought these two bookmarks, and they were stamps, and they were laminated, and there was 4 or 5 stamps on each bookmark, and they were butterflies. And I think at the time they were probably like, I don't know, maybe $4 or $5 a piece, maybe less than that, honestly. And I love these bookmarks. I absolutely love them. And one of them I loved more than the other. And I remember the day that I lost it. The day that I noticed that I lost it. And I never found it. I never found it. And I think about that bookmark a lot because it's, for me, one of the first memories I have of losing something, you know? Yeah, it was just an object. It wasn't a person, but I still think about that bookmark all the time. It's okay to think about the past and situations that hurt you, people that hurt you, but you're supposed to use that pain to transition, to grow. There's nothing to fear from that. If you channel your energy correctly, you're going to be just fine. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people let the things that broke them break them, and then they break others because they can't deal with their brokenness. Honey, I've been dealing with my brokenness since the age of 4. I've been the nicest, sweetest, kindest person for most of my life. And I've had people literally walk all over me, treat me like trash, sexually assault me, rape me, physically assault me, talk shit to me, talk down to me, tell me I'm garbage, tell me I'm never going to amount to anything. And I'm still here. And I'm still nice as fuck and kind as fuck and loving as fuck because I got news for you. That's all I'm ever going to be. Somebody else's negativity, someone else's unwillingness to deal with their own shit is not going to rub off on me. It's not. It's not. And don't get me wrong, I have moments like everybody else. We're all human. I say it all the time. We're human. I get angry. I get frustrated. I get pissed off. I cry, whatever. I get jealous. I get envious. Again, we're all human. But I don't live by that shit. I don't let that rule me. I don't let that overtake my mind and my heart. My mind and my heart are always going to be pure. Always. Somebody can literally stab me in the back and unalive me. And I'm still going to hope that that person eventually heals himself, gets help, does better, be a better human. It's just who I am. It's just the way I was made. I don't really hold grudges for that long, But I'll tell you what, at the age of 44, I know who I am, and I know who I want in my life, and I know those that I don't want in my life. I don't put up with bullshit. I don't put up with liars. I don't put up with cheaters. I don't put up with any of that. I don't put up with abuse of any kind. With the Queen of Swords and the Devil, we talked about this the other day, self-addictions. Addictions, sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling, spending money. There's 1,000 others. I know I come from a place where I tend to be very materialistic. And I think that just comes from my childhood. I think my parents always wanted us to have more than they had. And when I look back on my childhood, I was a very spoiled child. I was. My brother and I were the only grandkids on my dad's side. And we were spoiled rotten. My parents spoiled us rotten. But things do not replace love. Things do not replace honesty. Things do not cover up abuse. And I very much do my children's oracle and affirmations to try and encourage current parents to do better, be better, and do better. Because you're creating the next generation of humans. And we need better humans. We just do. But I tend to be materialistic. I tend to buy things I don't necessarily need. I tend to buy things that, like, oh, I'm going to use that, and then I don't use it. And like 2 years later, I donate it. Lately, like the last year and a half or so, year and a couple months, I mean, most of my money has been going into the business, has been going into this. But I can honestly say, like, there's still times where, like, like I'll buy something or I'll see something and it's like, you don't need that. Like, what do you need that for? You don't need that. It's just more crap. What do you need more crap for? Like, you have enough crap. You should get rid of crap, not get more crap. And it's true. It's true. When I was married to the ex-husband, we had so much shit. Now, granted, I started collecting Legos Lego. You're not supposed to say Legos. You're supposed to say Lego. I started collecting Lego before I ever met him. And then when we got together, I got him into it. And we had to have easily had over 100, maybe 150 sets. And a lot of them were like the hard to find, a bunch of mine were worth, if they had been in boxes, because I usually built all my stuff. If they had been in boxes, like talking thousands of dollars for one set of my sets. And I sold a lot of our Legos off a marketplace, off Facebook, while we were going through our separation. I probably made close to $10,000. I'm not gonna lie. It's just selling Lego. I had a collection of Barbies that I got rid of. I only have one left. Toys. I used to collect toys, Care Bears. I had Beanie Babies still. Like, just shit that you don't need. Like, I don't have children to pass that on to. And even if I had children, who's to say that they even would want that crap? I don't know if I ever told you guys, I had Playmobil. If you've ever heard of Playmobil, I used to collect all the dollhouses. And when the ex-husband and I were together, I always thought I would build like a big ass Playmobil city in the basement. I don't know why I thought that, because I really wasn't allowed any room in the basement. It was the man cave, and all of the Lego was down there. Um, I ended up selling all of my Playmobil for $300 to a married couple with 3 little girls. And at first I was like, $300? Like, I'm talking thousands upon thousands of dollars of Playmobil. From when I was 14 years old until the age of 42. Thousands. I sold it to this couple for $300. When I tell you, I had, I think, 8 or 9 big, huge packing boxes from Home Depot filled with Playmobil that this man had to fit into the back of his truck. And I think I gave them like 3 or 4 of like big Rubbermaid containers filled with Playmobil. $300. I got rid of it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Again, even if I had kids, who's to say they would want to play with this stuff? I made 3 little girls happy, I guess. And I made $300 of my thousands of dollars back. But yeah, I was very materialistic. I have transitioned out of that, back in, out of that, back in. To me, it's like an addiction. Spending money on bullshit is an addiction. It's something that I deal with all the time. So someone out there, you might have something that you need to work on. Because other than that, everything else just, like, you're doing really well for yourself. after coming out of this shitty situation, whatever that was. And just be honest with yourself. You know, I talked to you guys about my having a dry home and not having alcohol in my home because I felt like I was a binge drinker. I don't do drugs. I was getting to the point like where I was trying harder drugs, and that's just not me. Like, I just didn't want to be that person. Be honest with yourself about who you are and what you've been doing and what you could stop and what's good for you and what's not good for you. If there's anybody on this earth that you should be honest with, it's yourself. I know it's hard to own up to when you need help or make a mistake, or you feel like you have an addiction, but you know, like, again, as children, we're taught to bury everything under the rug. We're not supposed to talk about it. Talk about it. If you have an addiction, if you need help, get help, you know? Okay, my neighbors are out there, but there's like one little light on out there. And with the Empress card, just continue to nurture yourself. I feel like as long as we're taking care of ourselves, giving ourselves love, the more and more you're going to walk away from those types of things. Negative situations, negative people, addictions. Like, it's just naturally going to fall away from you as you continue to grow. I mean, that's how it felt for me. And I never really felt like I was an alcoholic or a drug addict or anything like that. I just knew, like, I didn't want to get to that point. You know, I just had to be honest with myself. Like, I don't want to get to that point. Because I've had family members that were drug addicts and alcoholics. Like, I just I don't want to go there. I don't want to live my life like that. Personal choice, personal preference. And I will say all day long, you want to be a drug addict? Fabulous, go be a drug addict. You want to be an alcoholic? Fabulous, go be an alcoholic. That's something that you have to own up to and for yourself. That's not my problem. That's not something I have to live with. I have to live with my own crap, you know? That was a little heavy there at the end, but I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a great Friday night. It is the weekend. I'm beyond excited. Really, pardon me, really, really excited. All right. I hope everybody has a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.